When was the exact moment you realized that it was over? Story 9.
My husband wanted me to pay the hospital bill for my childbirth. Looking back, I now realize that our whole relationship was transactional. Even when we were still going out, Tim and I would split the bill on dinner, or one of us would pay on the unspoken condition that the other one would pay for the movie tickets later. He gave me gifts, but he also expected me to give him gifts that were roughly the same amount. Things like that. I didn't complain because I thought this was the way to be. Even when we got married, our finances remained separate. We didn't have a prenup or anything like that, but it just was sort of an understanding between us that we would not share finances. We lived together before we got married, and the first thing he said when he proposed that we live together was that it would be cheaper for both of us to go 50-50. Therefore, when we got married, the wedding was also paid 50-50, we just followed our previous financial arrangement. And he was strict with following that arrangement. He always reminded me of my share of mortgage and bills. Again, I didn't mind. Strong independent woman and all that. When Tim lost his job, he offered to drive me to work for a fee so he would have income. That raised my eyebrows, but again, he made a good point, or at least I thought it was good. At that time, I was paying 100% of the house bills because he was jobless. It made sense that I paid for everything, including paying him for driving me. It made sense to me at that time. That was a temporary arrangement. He got a job after 3 months, so we were back to our old arrangement. Then I got pregnant. And even that we agreed to split the hospital bill when my time came. But when it came, I had complications that required me to deliver my baby via cesarean section. I remember Tim arguing with the doctor about the CS. I wasn't sure if it was because he just wanted me to deliver vaginally or because he knew CS was a lot more expensive than normal delivery. Anyway, I delivered via CS when I gave them my go-ahead. I mean, I was literally going to perish if I didn't. I had been in labor for almost a full day and was losing strength to go on. When I woke up, the first thing my dear now ex-husband told me was that I should pay for the whole hospital bill because he didn't sign up for this. He told me if I just delivered normally, the bill wouldn't be that high. And since it was me who couldn't do it normally, it was my fault and therefore I should pay for the whole thing. I knew Tim wasn't happy with how I gave birth, but it was that time when I truly realized what an awful marriage I was in. I told him I was literally going to be unalived and our baby wouldn't be able to survive too. He said I wasn't really in danger if I just held on. Or something like that. He said a lot of gibberish that my mind refused to understand his reasoning. The moment he said I should pay for the hospital bill just a couple of hours after I gave birth was the turning point. That was it. I was done. He left to cool off when he saw I was crying. I called my sister and told her everything. She said, finally, she wasn't a fan of him, and quickly drove to the hospital to be by my side. And that is the story of how I decided to leave the marriage. I realized that I wasn't living with a husband, I was living with a roommate.
If you liked this story, please give it a like. Help the channel out by sharing the video and following us for more everyday people stories. Check out past videos too while you're here. Thank you very much.